Hi guys, it's Shemi. So today I am going to show you how to make these gorgeous paper tassels, and they are made from music pages, music sheets, and they're super fun to make. This little guy does not want to stay closed, but I did this one with lace and pearls, so really pretty, and I'll have to re-glue it. I might have to use hot glue for this little trim. And then this one I made with this beautiful bling from the dollar store, which is pretty, and then it has just this kind of ribbon here. Right? And then I also made this one, which is wrapped, I'm sorry, I'm going to turn that off, is wrapped with some of the beautiful jute that you get from the dollar store. So that's how that one looks, and I'm going to show you how to make them. It's super simple. All you need is a few things, just some glue, some jute, or whatever twine or string you want to use, and some lace, and just some embellishments and some trim. So you're going to grab your piece of music, and I do like to trim off the white parts, but you don't have to do that if you want. I just really want the music to be showcased in these. That's all we're going to do, is just trim it down like that. And these are so fun. You can use them for ornaments, or you can, but I'm going to use them in mixed media. You can use them for journals, for little bookmarks if you wanted to. There's just a ton that you can do with them. So what you're going to do is just cut out a piece, and just so that you guys know the measurements, but really you can do whatever you want. This is about 2 1/4 inches, or you could even do 3 inches and that would be fine too. Some of mine are longer and shorter. These are some that I made before and they're about the same. I think this one is a little longer, so this one is about 4 inches. So you can make them, you know, however long you want. Kind of just make this your own. Then you're going to take your scissors, and what we're going to do is, and I'm just going to trim that off because I don't want that messing up my little tassel. So this will be a smaller tassel, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to make slits in the paper. Now I'm going to do them really quite close, okay? So like this, very, very close. And I just think that that makes the tassel look better. The paper has a little bit more movement, so that's why I'm doing it this way, but feel free to do it whichever way you want. But I saw these on Pinterest and they were so pretty, but they didn't have like a video on how to do it. So I kind of just flew by my seats, and I had made paper tassels before that were beaded, which are really beautiful and lovely. But these I wanted to do kind of rustic style, so yeah, kind of shabby chic, which is great. So I am just cutting tons and tons of slits, and I mean they're very close together. Can you see that? It just makes it fun, and you just do that with your whole length of paper. And I think this book page paper, I measured it before, it is about, I think it's 6 inches across. Yeah, it's 6 inches across. So just in case if you were cutting down a book, or actually it's like 4 1/2. Okay, if I measure precisely, but you can use whatever kind that you have. And you're going to take it, and I'm going to get rid of these 2 slits here. Okay, and it just makes it look a lot better, and it makes it easier to roll. So this is what you have, is something that looks like this. Okay, then you are going to get your jute or twine, whatever you like to call it, and you're going to cut off, let's see, about, for the sides of this tassel, I'm going to do about 8 inches, okay, just like that, okay, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to tie a knot kind of at the end, but if it's not at the end, that's okay. It can be a little bit hard to work with, but I'm just going to tie just a simple knot. Kind of hard with this band-aid on my finger. I have a hangnail, so it's really low, the split on my finger, so I have to wait for it to heal. Okay, we're going to do that like this and like that, and that's the way it looks, and then that gives us a little loop. Okay, and I'm going to trim off the excess really close to the knot. Okay, just like that. So then I have something that looks like that. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to begin rolling it. And I'm going to bring you in just a touch more so you can see a little better. And I just have these glues that I got from the dollar store, so that's what I'm going to use. This is all-purpose sticky glue. Okay, and I am just going to put my glue all along this edge of the paper. Okay, so I'm going to take it, but before I do that, actually I'm going to do that first, and I'll show you the other way that I did it too, just so you have like a point of reference. And I'm just going to spread it out so that every part of it has some glue on it. Okay, and then I'm going to turn it this way just because it makes it a little bit easier for me to see. And I'm going to take my little loop here and I'm going to put it at the very edge. Okay, and I'm going to line the knot up just so that it's enclosed in that paper, kind of at the edge there. Can you see that? Okay, and then I'm going to take it all the way to the edge and I'm going to grab the piece of paper right here. Okay, and I am going to begin rolling. Okay, and I'm pulling the paper super tight. I want a really tight roll. Okay, and then I get up in here like this way and I roll it too, just like that. Okay, and I can line up the paper. It doesn't have to be perfect though, so don't worry about that. Just line it up like so. Very good. And you might have to put a little bit more glue on the edge. I like to do that because I don't want mine to come undone, but you don't have to do that. Just like that. Ready? Like so. And then at the top here, because I want this to be secure so I can hang it or do whatever I'm going to do with it, there is layers of paper there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my glue and I'm going to touch it and just kind of glue it all together. Not where it's overflowing, but just to fill in that kind of hole. And that will be like a safeguard to make sure that the jute doesn't just come out when I'm doing whatever I'm going to do with this tassel. Okay, so let's roll another one. So again, we're going to take it and then we're going to embellish them. Take it, and again, about 8 inches. I don't measure. I just was doing that for the benefit of you guys. I am not a measurer. Okay, you're going to take it and tie a little knot. Now, if you didn't have, you could also use flat back pearls or those little jewels, and that would work great too. So, and you can get those at the dollar store, which is awesome. But just kind of go through your stash and see all the great stuff that you have. I've even, like this lace I got from the dollar store, so you can even find lace there. So yeah, so I have that, and I'm just going to trim it down a little bit. Okay, and we're going to do it again. We're going to repeat the procedure. Okay, so let me grab my glue here, and this time I'm going to show you where I just do this little in first, and then I get started rolling it, and then I just add glue as I go. Okay, but whatever your preference is, it really doesn't make a difference. So I'm going to kind of put the knot so that it's almost at the tip of the paper here. See that? And I'm going to begin rolling. Take it right to that tip, just like that. Ready? And then I'm going to take my glue and make sure you go kind of low too. And then we're going to just apply some here. And I like these little, bottles of dollar glue. They're good for small, like little projects like this. I mean, it's not very much glue, but it works. And you get 3 bottles of it. And it does hold your things very secure. Okay, we're going to take it and we're going to begin rolling. So I just hold it like this. And I start rolling and I'm pulling it tight. Just make sure that it's nice and taut. Otherwise you'll get kind of a flat tassel that doesn't have that pretty rounded kind of edge to it. Just like that. Isn't that fun? Alrighty. Okay. Perfect. Awesome. Okay. So that's the way it looks, okay? And you can set that aside to dry, but I usually do everything at once, so it can all dry at one time, right? That's my philosophy. I don't think it's a very good one, but that's what I tell myself. Okay, so let's do some of this beautiful lace here. Okay, let's just do that like that. So I'm just going to kind of measure it and see how it goes. For this, I'm actually just going to apply some glue, and I start at kind of the seam first. Very good. And I'm just going to apply it all over the place here. Now, if you wanted to, you could glitter the edges of the or even ink the edges of your tassels, and I think that would be really pretty. So it's up to you. Whatever you like to do, you can kind of make these your own. And I'm just rolling it around like that. Okay, and then when I get to the edge, I'm just going to trim it. Make sure that I have enough though to go around though. Okay, just like that. Alrighty. Okay, and then I'm just going to finish gluing it. So we're going to go here and add some more glue. You could use Eileen's tacky glue for this, or even hot glue would work great too. I just sometimes hesitate to get my hot glue gun out because I'm kind of lazy. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to plug it up and wait and all that good stuff. So wet glue works just as well. It just takes a little bit longer to dry, but if you wanted instant gratification, you could definitely just do that, and that would be fine too. Just going to add a little bit of glue, and lace takes more glue, you know, so that's just kind of the way it is, just like that. Okay, and you could leave it there, and that is so pretty and very rustic and gorgeous. But I have this trim that I got from the dollar store, and I'm just going to add even more bling. And these would be great in Happy Mail. They're so pretty. I love making tassels, and they're super fun, and especially paper with fabric. I think it's so pretty. So let's do it right in the middle. So we're just gonna do just a line of glue here. Alrighty, just like that. Okay, and we are gonna glue this right here, and I might have to remove a couple, and I added a little too much glue there, so let's kind of spread that out a little bit. I always get glue on my hands. I don't know how long this band-aid's gonna last, guys, but hopefully it's for a little while until my hangnail can be healed enough, you know. I super glued it too, so hopefully that helps. And I'm just gonna remove that little one there. Just like that. Okay. Very simple. So that's the first one done. Isn't that pretty? Absolutely gorgeous. And you see that I can mess with it and it's not coming apart, like my knot's not coming out. Okay, for the next one, we could do jute, and all I did was just wrap that around. But let's do, I have this gorgeous trim, and this might be too heavy to do, but we're gonna try it. Let's live a little, guys, right? But I got this at the thrift store, and it's so pretty. And look, I think it was just like $1. It was 50% off, so it was like 75 cents. Just awesome. I love those deals. And I'm just gonna cut off just a little bit there and take off the tape. Okay. And again, we're gonna take our tacky glue, or our all-purpose glue is what they call it on the package. And we are going to do the same thing, but I'm going to make a really thick kind of layer of paint just to make sure that that trim really stays on. And it's going to have lots of movement, which is nice. So we're going to just kind of go for it. Alright, it's so weird not being able to use all your fingers. Especially for me, I'm like, this is really strange. I hope that this thing heals really quick. Take it, and when I do painting, I guess I'm gonna have to use a glove or something. But it's gonna hurt really bad if it breaks, so hopefully that doesn't happen. Alright, and we're gonna take some, it's really low, and I don't even know how it got that low, but you know, who knows with fingernails? They're very complicated, aren't they? Perfect. Okay, so we're going to take this and give it a trim, making sure that I do not cut off the loop that I made of the twine. That would not be cute, would it? Okay, just like that. just kind of push that down. And if you wanted to, I mean, you could even add, you know, a row of that pretty bling, and that would be work too, or add a little bit of lace at the top. It's just kind of up to you. I mean, make these your own, and they're so fun and super simple to make. So that's how that one looks. So pretty. And it has those beautiful little string seed beads on it, which is fun. So that's great, just like that. And there's this one, which is great. And this is the one that we just made. So these are super simple to make. I hope that you give them a try. I was thinking that I would brush it with glitter, but I don't think my glitter's close. But you could brush like the ends with glitter, or yeah, just kind of do your thing and do them. But I made 5 in not that long of a time, and I love the way they turned out. They're really cool. And this one has pearls and lace. So pretty. And then this one, so it's so pretty, and this one has the jute on it, and I just wrapped it around and gave it a little collar, and then I added just some plastic pearls that I had. And this one might be my favorite with it has movement within movement, right? It's so fun. So it kind of shake and jiggle. And as I said, you could use these as ornaments on your tree, or you can use them to attach to a journal or anything like that, and it would be gorgeous. Or if you guys are so creative, I'm sure you'll think of wonderful things to do. You could probably even make them into earrings or something. So they're super fun, simple to make. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to share this video too, and have a great week. Bye bye. Thank you.